up against the light side of the where the light's going to hit this baseball player. That takes a while, so just watch me. I heard a good joke this morning. Little Johnny, it's one of them little Johnny jokes. So little Johnny, his mother is up in his room. She's looking around through his stuff like mothers tend to do. And she finds an S&M magazine in his room. And she goes, oh, jeez. So she waits for her husband to get home. The husband gets home and she says, honey, look, I found this magazine in the kid's room. What are we going to do? He scratches his head and goes, oh, I guess spanking's out of the question. That's cute.
That's good.
So I'm just putting some 20 percentile up against the light side. Now see how it's darker and then it's drying lighter up there? That's kind of a challenging for you if you're not really sure of that. It's very challenging to kind of figure that out. Are you recording this way?
Yeah.
Excellent. You can share that too if you guys want to share this demo. If you guys want to pass it around and talk to him, you guys can share the demo. What's nice about that is you can rewind it and stop it at places. And I don't mind it at all. Actually, send me one, Wayne, when you get one.
Yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
All right, so we got some light against, or some value, just 20%. Now I'm going to take the same 20% and work out just the value pattern. I got a lot more value I got to put on here. I'm going to take the same 20% and work in the halftone of this side. Now you're going to see some really amazing stuff happen here as far as dimension. So what I want to do is I want to try to push this 20% and isolate the whitest white to a smaller area, because this 20% I'm putting on is actually going to be part of my midtone. It's not going to be the darkest dark. It's actually going to be a midtone. So I want to try to isolate the whitest white part of the helmet to a smaller area, like that. So that's very easy. That nice little flick stroke. All of his face here will probably be in shadow. Why don't you turn that light around this way up? Just get a little bit more light in here. Thank you. Awesome. So I'm just going to continue on with that. Now, the thing I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do this with these wrinkles, and you can see the wrinkles here like this, and you can see them here. The thing I'm trying to do is this. In principle, what I want to do, this is the wrinkle, and the fold's going to go like this and around and down like this, right? What I want to do is leave a little, what I call form light, or the highest part of the wrinkle, the raised portion of it. I want to leave a little white strip in there, like that. And that's going to represent the highest or the raised part of the form. So it's going like this, right here, right at that point is where the light's bouncing off that strip. We want to raise that up. So I'm going to look at some of these wrinkles that I have in the sleeve, and I'm going to start orchestrating that right from the get-go and start to raise some of these wrinkles up. I also got to put it in the halftone as well while I'm doing that. You see, so I'm leaving a little bit of white there. This part's probably all going to be in shadow. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. You see the white that I'm leaving inside those wrinkles? If you look at the back side without the lines, you can kind of see that I'm leaving the white, a little bit of white inside those wrinkles, inside the center of them. Now, this is probably all in the shadow here. Let me just get some nice, long, soft strokes in here as this area kind of turns away from the light. I'm going to put a lot more value on here. Right now I'm just kind of working out the value pattern first. So you see where the light's hitting? Right along this side. I'm going to come in the arm. Now, nice cast shadow would be here. Never miss an opportunity for a cast shadow to define form. So you want to turn this. You want to turn that light around it just like that. Now, for you advertising majors, this is it, man. This is the only really class you're going to get on markers. And markers are very prominent in your industry. And for sketching, this is it. I'm the marker king, man. You're going to get it right here. You're not going to get it in any other class. So value is always hard for students, but if you want to learn these markers and get them down, this is it. No one else is going to teach you like I'm going to teach you these markers. That's for sure. Sure's. So we got a shadow side in here. Now see, I'm turning around that cast shadow, making it nice and round. Probably going to cast the cast shadow on his butt right here. Just going to wrap that around inside. Probably a little cast shadow there from his arm coming down. Let's put some more value over here. Work some of these wrinkles, leaving a little bit of white inside some of those wrinkles, doing that flick technique. And I'm really moving it across the page. So I'm leaving a smaller area of white, because this 20% is going to be my mid-tone. I'm going to come darker in the shadow side soon. Probably on his heel here, he's got a little bit of rim light on his heel here, like so. This is grown-up coloring. I like to call it that. All right. So that's the beginning of it. So I just spit a value pattern. With the 20%, I laid down this value here against the white, so the white's popping out. And then with the same 20%, I'm going back into it and just working out what's in the light, what's in the dark, and maybe figuring out some of the placement of where my cast shadows are. Now I'm going to jump up. I'm going to get stupid now.